Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Marissa Thornton. This is my first video, and today I am going to do this look for you guys. I had just videoed it and forgot I did an intro, so here I am. But yeah, I hope you like it. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so let's get started. I have already moisturized and gotten my face all ready. First, since I know I'm going to be I have dry skin to just be so you guys can reference off of that. So I know I'm going to be using a matte foundation today, and since it is winter out, my skin has been more dry than usual. So I went in with the Ordinary Ascorbic Glucoside Solution 12%. It's a brightening serum with stabilized vitamin C derivative. If you can see it, it's from the Ordinary. I have a ton of oils from them that I use. I just went in with this to add a little extra protection and oil to my skin so my face doesn't look too matte and dry and just not good. So after that, I went in with my all-time favorite Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. You can see it. And then I put that all over my face, and then I used the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream under my eyes. So at this point, I'm just gonna go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I'm just gonna spray that all over the face and let it, you know, soak in and dry. And then after that, I'm going to take my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is just going to fill in the pores I have on my nose, just to make sure I get a smooth canvas. So I put like a little pea-size amount on my hands, and I really push it into my skin. I actually do take a little bit under the eyes because I do get natural wrinkles under there. So this is just really going to fill in any fine lines and wrinkles, and also fill in the pores that I have. I really like this stuff. It works really well. And yeah, so we're just going to let that set in for a minute, and we will move on to foundation. Today, remove this. I think I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty foundation. I normally, today, since I do have a few breakouts, I would go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, but at the moment my grandma is testing it out to see if she wants to buy it. So she has that right now, so I'm just going to go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation. This is another staple in my makeup kit, so I'm just going to put a couple dabs right on the back of my hand, and then with my Damp Beauty blender, I'm just spraying it with my all-nighter setting spray. I'm just going to go in and bring that all over the skin and really set that into the skin. So I'm just going to put this stuff away quick, and we will move on to the eyebrows. And for the eyebrows, I do take a while, so I will go off camera to do them, but I will certainly show you guys what I use. And let me get it out. So I'm just gonna find my brush, and there it is. So I'm going to use today the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade Soft Brown. And I'm also going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush. This is the 7B one. So I'm just going to go off camera real quick to do my brows, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and my eyebrows are all done up. I carved them out with some concealer, And I went in with my little travel size Benefit Give Me Brow just to make sure they stay in place. And it's time to move on to concealer. So today, I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Custard. And I'm just gonna go under my eyes. A little bit. My chin, Cupid's bow, my nose, and my forehead, just to give those spots a little more highlight. And I also, since this is a little more darker, I want that more highlighted effect from my concealer. I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm just going to take like a little tiny dot on there just to brighten it up a little bit more. And I'm going to take my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm going to blend that out. Alright, so we are all blended out. I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I really like this. It's my holy grail. This and the Laura Mercier I go between. But I'm not going to bake with this today. I'm just going to set my under eyes and everything with it because my skin is so dry. I don't need to bake with it. So yeah, I'm just going to take, if I can find it, my Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to just put some in the, actually no, I'm just going to keep it in there. I'm going to tap some off, and then I'm just going to go in and really set the under eye. And anywhere I put concealer is where I'm going to put this powder, just to set it so it doesn't crease in my smile lines. I do find that after a little while this foundation does get into my smile lines a little bit and sets in there, so I make sure I set it, and I'm fine when I set it. So I'm just gonna put this right under the eyes, the nose, and the forehead, and just brush that in. You know, kind of dust the rest all over my face. And we are all set with that. So I'm going to take the BH Studio Pro Cream Contour, and I'm going to take this shade right here. They don't have any names, but it's this one. And I'm going to just carve out my cheekbones. So I'm going to grab my brush here. This is a foundation brush. The brush I usually use is actually drying right now. So I'm just going to wet this a little bit just to make it easier to pick up the product. And I'm just going to go in there and carve out it's a really pretty shade for my skin tone. And then a little on my forehead, but not much. I have a pretty small forehead. It doesn't look right now that I have a small forehead with this thing in, but I do have a pretty small forehead. And then just the sides of the nose a little bit. I broke my nose when I was in 8th grade, 8th or 9th grade. And ever since then I've had like a little bump on it because I did have to get surgery to put it back in place. But ever since then I've had like a little bump, and it's kind of crooked still, but I'd rather have that than not be able to breathe. So I do just use my contouring skills to contour it to make it look normal again. So I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to take my dampened beauty blender and just blend this out. And I really like that, how it gives that nice shadow into my skin. And that blended out very nicely, very smooth. I really like this. This is also like a first impressions on this because this is the first time that I'm using the cream kit. I did use the powder kit on my sister, and I already really know I like that. The colors are really nice, but this cream is very nice. It blended out really easily, really well, and I just like how you can see how it gave that nice definition right to my cheekbones, and I really like how that looks. So thumbs up on that so far. So now I'm going to take a powder contour and just go over that a little bit. Today, let's see, I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm just going to, actually, I changed my mind. First, I'm going to take, not that one, my Shade and Light Kat Von D palette. I really like this. I actually got this at TJ Maxx. So I'm going to go in first with the bronzer shade. I'm thinking, where's my, so first I'm gonna go in, I changed my mind again. I'm sorry guys, I'm a mess. So first I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm going to just bronze up my face, warm it up, give it some, you know, definition back into it, because I am pretty monotoned with the foundation. So I'm just gonna hit my cheeks, my forehead. This smells so good. And just bronze up the face, give it color back to it. And a little underneath here, and blend it down. So that just bronzed it up nice. And now I'm going to go in with the cooler toned, and I'm really going to chisel out that jaw or cheekbone. And I'm just going to take a little bit, and then I'm just really going to focus it right there. And see how it just gives that really nice, like swivel it. And it just gives it that really nice definition. And I'll dust some of the powder off up in here. And then now I'm going to take this same palette and go in with that same shade, and I'm going to go and contour my nose. So I'm just going to do this. And then go like that. There, so now my nose is nice and chiseled out. Alright, so that's all set. So I'm going to put that back. And everything so far is looking really nice, really good. I do see some glow to my skin still, even if you can see it. My light's a little funky, but if you can still see it, you know, you can see the glow in my skin still from that oil that I first put on. And my skin feels nice. I feel like it can breathe, and I'm loving how this looks right now. So we're gonna move on to blush, and today I'm actually gonna try out the blush in this palette. I usually use the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. I love it. It wears so well. It's so pretty, and I usually use the shade Party. But today I'm gonna go in with the BH eyeshadow and blush palette, and I'll open it up for you guys so you can see. So we got the eyeshadows up here, and then the blushes down here. I'm going to go in a mixture of these two, this one and this one. So I'm going to take my blush brush, which is another, Real Techniques brush. So I'm just going to dab into there and dab there and put it right on the, whoa, pigmented. So I'm just going to blend that out and on the apples of my cheeks. That is super pigmented. Oh, wow. So I'm just going to, blend it out with my beauty blender a little bit and just blend it. I usually start here and blend it up towards my temples. that's super pretty. You can see, I'll get up closer. I'm really loving that. So I'm just gonna go in again, a little lighter hand this time, and go in and do the same thing over here. Apples on my cheeks up. And this is what it looks like so far. I really like that blush. I will be definitely using that more. So now highlighter time. It's my favorite time. I love highlighting. I have so many highlighters. It's my favorite. If I can find them. Here they are. Like I said, I'm a mess, right? Oop. Fix that. Got my Crocs over there. That's so funny. This is my first video, so you know, I don't have like the backdrops and everything. I'm just trying to, you know, ease on into here, see how I like it, see how comfortable I am in front of the camera. And then, you know, if I keep, you know, doing this, then we'll get fancy with the backdrops and spending all that money on that. But right now I'll just do videos for you guys so you can see my makeup skills and I can teach you and we can have fun and just become a big family. Yes, I'm so excited. So highlighter time. I get off on a tangent. Let's see today. Let's go in with my I'm thinking about going in with a like pink. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in, if I can find it, with my, here it is, Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder and Precious Petals. Since I do plan on doing a pink look on my eyes, I really think this would complement that well because it does have like a pinky undertone, like pinkish champagne undertone. So I think it'll just complement it well. So I'm going to take another Real Technique brush and just go in there, brush it off, and so pretty and so cheap, so pretty. I mean, you can't get any better than this, honestly. You can't do better than this. Do the other. See that just nice glow to it. I love this. It looks so natural on the skin. And hit my Cupid's bow. And my chin, and then my nose. And we are all highlighted and looking good. So now I'm gonna pick this up and I will be right back to do the eyes. Okay, so we are back and we are going to move on to the eyes. And I did get in the, I did buy one of the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid whatever. This is in the shade Rose Gold Retro. Let's get started. First, I'm going to prime my eyelids using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I really like this. I also did just get this. I usually use concealer, but I just wanted to see what an eye primer would do to change my eye looks, and so I just bought it. I'm really liking it so far, so I'm just going to smooth it out with my hands, my finger, all over my lid. And it's really creamy and smooth. And it has like a tiny bit of tackiness to it, but nothing major. I really like it so far. So I think I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill palette for this look as well. I really like this one. It's also a staple in my collection. I'm super glad I bought it. It's a little dirty and used, as you can see. So I'm going to go in with one of my crease brushes. I don't want to use that one. I'll use this one. Yeah, this one. This is just a brush that a drugstore brush that I got. I do have Morphe brushes coming in the mail. But I have been just using drugstore brushes, and they work perfectly fine for me. I don't have any problems with it. They blend out product easily, and so I'm just gonna stick with these because they're cheap, and who doesn't like cheap stuff? So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. The card with the names is downstairs in my room, so I'm just gonna use this shade right here and dip into it and then tap it off, and that's gonna go in my crease. I do have hooded eyes, so I do try and work the crease up more towards my eyebrow, just so you can really see it, because when I do open my eyes, I do lose some of that, you know, crease work and stuff. So I really just blend it up to my eyebrow on both eyes, and this palette is beautiful. I'm sure you guys have heard lots about it. But if you guys are still reserved on buying it, trust me, I'm a broke college student. I have so much more things I could spend my money on, but I'm so glad I did spend my money on this. I'm not going to say if you have to choose between this and groceries that like 1 week or whatever, get your groceries. But if you do have some money saved up and you're really looking for a really good, you know, you can do everyday looks, you can do dramatic, you can do colorful, you can do whatever you want. This is a really good palette. I put that into my crease. Now I'm gonna go in, just to deepen it a little bit more right in the crease, I'm gonna go in with this shade, and I'm also gonna change my brush to a little bit smaller one just to really get in there and define that crease. So I'm gonna dip into this one, dab it off, and just a little bit lower than that first shade I took. I'm going to go on the outer crease right here, starting at the outer edge, you know, working the rest of the excess product in. But you really want to keep the darker shades out just to open up your eye. So I'm just going to blend that out. And these blend out like butter. They're so nice to work with. This is definitely, if you're a beginner and looking for a palette that you don't have to do a lot of work with and the eyeshadows basically do the work for you, this is a really good palette to use. So I'm just going to blend that out, and then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just smooth out those edges because we don't want any harsh lines. So I have those blended out into my crease. So now I'm going to darken out the outer crease, and I'm going to bring it out. Okay, so I am back, and I did put some tape underneath my eyes, so I really got that wingy straight line look. I probably should have done my eyes first, but if I need to fix up where the tape took some product off, that's not a big deal. So I'm going to go in with a darker color this time, and I think I'm going to go in with these two shades right here and dip into those and just really work that outer edge. Casey Holmes always does this with her makeup, and I love her so much. She's actually lives in upstate New York as well, so I love her. I love her videos. She does this all the time, and this is where I got the idea, and her eye looks are always amazing. So with the tape, so I'm just use this to really get that nice line, and I'm gonna darken it up even more, taking a smaller these brushes are dirty. I should have cleaned them, but oh well, everybody makes mistakes. So I'm gonna go in with a darker shade and just really darken that outer corner. So next I'm going to take a clean blending brush again and just smooth out those edges. Nobody likes harsh lines. I don't know why I'm holding the palette like that. That's kind of awkward. Oh well. So now I'm going to take an even darker shade on that same blending brush. I think I'm going to go in with this shade, which is a brown shade, brown. And take that, dust it off, and really focus right on the outside edge. And it's looking good. I think I want it a little darker though, so I'm going to take a black in a second, because I really want that smoked out look. So I'm going to take the black in this palette as well. The black is really nice and blendable. And I'm going to take that on a small little, I'm not even sure what this is called, just a small little crease brush. I'm going to lightly tap into it and just, you know, pack it on a little bit, just like that. So now I'm going to take a blending brush and just blend that right out. And always remember, with dark shades, go in a little at a time. You can always build up product, but you can never take product away without essentially ruining your look that you're doing and taking more time to do it. So always go in with, you know, a little product and always build up to it. It will take a little extra time, but oh well. All right, so now that is good and blended, I'm going to shut this for now, and I'm going to take the Stila glitter. I'm going to put that on the crease, or not on the crease, on my lid, just until about that point, and then we will blend those together. Just blend it about 3/4 of the way out. So you can see it's like almost to the edge. And I'm going to apply it to the other side as well. Okay, so that is on. I'm gonna let it dry. It does dry quick, but I'm just gonna let it dry down before I do blend the edges together. But I'm really liking this shade on me. It looks really good. I really like it. So we will wait and I will be right back. Okay, so we are back and it's been about, like, I don't know, a minute. And it's looking really good. So we're just gonna take that same brush I used, and we're just gonna go back into the deep brown shade and just smooth out the line so it blends together. And just go up into the crease a little bit. Then I'm gonna take the black, a tiny bit of black, and just blend it even more. Just really get that smoky look going. Just gonna take those two blending shades that I used earlier and just work the crease a little more just to blend it out. And there's little to practically no fallout with this. Since I am blending a little bit, there was one or two stray glitters that fell down. But other than that, I'm going to take the tape off. And yeah, I'll have to touch up a little bit with my beauty blender. But that is looking really nice, good. I really like how that turned out. So I'll get up and show you guys again what it looks like. You see that really nice line. Almost giving you that liner effect, so you don't have to put the liner on, the wing liner. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this so far. Good. Now I'm going to smoke out the bottom lashes. Taking the same Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to use this little definer brush and this tiny little, not smudger, but just a tiny little thing. And I'm going to take these three, I'm going to just blend together. And I'm going to go right under on my lashes, my lash line, and smoke that out. All right, so I did take those shades and do just under my lower, like on my lash line and a little under it. And now with the definer brush, I'm gonna go in with that black, and just on the very tip of the outside corner, I'm gonna press this right up against my lash line just to really define it and smoke it out a little more. So it blends in right with the, just like that, just a tiny bit. I'm gonna, again, on the other eye, just press it in and smudge it out a little bit. And then back with this brush, I'm just gonna blend it a little bit, just so we have no harsh lines. So that is what we have so far. An itch, but like I said, there's hardly any fallout. I do see one sparkle, so I'm just gonna wipe it off with a brush. So now I'm going to highlight my brow bone and inner corner. Let me get my brush for that. So I'm going to take this shade right here and highlight my brow bone. Usually I use Fix Plus with the shimmer shades, but I don't usually on my brow bone. On the inner corner I will, because I really like a pop in inner corner highlight. So I put it on my inner corner. And on the other side. And this is what the eyes look like so far. So now I'm going to line, but I'm not gonna do a wing liner. I'm just gonna line it so when I put my lashes on, you don't see that line between the eyes and the lashes and whatever. So I'm just gonna line my upper lash line, and then I'm going to apply falsies, and I will be right back. Okay, we are back, and my eyes are done, and I'm really liking how they look. I will do a close-up, and then I will tell you guys what I did with them. Okay, so, oops. So first I went in with my NYX liquid black liner. I really like this, but I use that to line the upper lash line. And then I used my Jordana 12-hour Made to Last liquid eyeliner pencil in 01 Black Point to tight line and to do my waterline. If anybody out there doesn't know what tight lining is, it's when you do your waterline but on top, like on right here below your upper lashes, and that way it's so you don't it makes it darker so you don't see that you have fake lashes on. It just hides that band of the fake lashes really well. And then I went in with my Ardell lashes. I'm not sure which one these are. I think they're one of the faux mink ones. Actually, I'm positive they're one of the faux mink ones. I just don't know what style they are, but they're from Ardell. I love the Ardell ones. I really like the Demi Wispy ones. These ones are a little bit more dramatic, as you can tell. I've been really getting into the more dramatic lashes. And then I went in with my Marc Jacobs. This is like a little travel size one that I'm not sure what the name of this is, but it's like the one in like the pentagon shape, I think, but I really like this. The only thing is it comes out so clumpy, and I do have to work through my lashes to get them so they aren't clumps, but it's so good. My lashes go, they are born this way. They go straight down. They just lift them up and they go from this to this. And I can deal with a little bit of clumpiness and working with it for 30 more seconds to have that effect on the eye. They just opens the eye so nicely. I just love it. So now I'm going to go in with my Jeffree Star Velour Lip Scrub in Watermelon Gum, and I'm just going to put this on my lips, and while I look for a liquid lip, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back and almost done. For my lips, I lined them with the NYX lip liner in SPL 810 Natural. And then I covered my whole lips with, what one was it? With with Wifey. And then on the middle part, I went in with Crush. And these are what my lips look like. So we are almost done. All we have to do is set the face. And for that, I'm going to use my Urban Decay All-Nighter. And this just makes your makeup last so long. So I'm going to spray it. Whew. I love this. The spray is really nice. Yeah. So that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought, what you want to see more of, or what you want to see of, since this is my first video. I'm open to do anything, challenges, reviews, tutorials, what makeup looks you guys want to see. I'm really here to give you guys help and just, you know, share the love of makeup with other people. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like if you liked it, and comment down below what you thought. And be sure to head over to my Instagram page. It is Makeup by Marissa Ann. I will leave it on the closing page. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night or wherever you guys are, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys.